His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King of Jordan during their meeting at Nadwa Palace exchanged cordial talks on good relations between the two countries. His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King of Jordan expressed in a joint statement their pride on the historical relations between the two countries and stressed the necessity of reaching a just solution towards the Palestinian issue and stopping the war in Gaza. The Investment in Tourism Conference discusses in Muscat the challenges and opportunities related to funding a sustainable tourism sector. And the Sultanate of Oman signs two memorandum of understanding with Jordan and Somalia in investments fields, agriculture and fisheries. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq returned home today after a two-day state visit to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. His Majesty the Sultan was received at the Royal Airport by His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Yazin bin Haytham Al Saeed, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Sayyid Mohammed bin Sultan Al Busaidi, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Judiciary, His Excellency Nasser bin Hamoud Al Kindi, Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed Al Shaybaniya, Minister of Education, His Excellency Sheikh Al-Fadl bin Mohammed Al-Harthi, Secretary General of the Council of Ministers, Lieutenant General Hassan bin Muhsin Al-Shuriqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, Lieutenant General Saeed bin Ali Al-Hilali, Head of the Internal Security Service, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saeed Al-Ma'mari, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al-Sabti, Minister of Health, Vice Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis Al-Raisi, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces, Major General Matar bin Salim Al-Balushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman, Air Vice Marshal Khamis bin Hamad Al-Ghafri, Commander of the Royal Air Force of Oman, Rear Admiral Saif bin Nasser Al-Rahbi, Commander of the Royal Navy of Oman, and Major General Al-Musallam bin Muhammad Ja'bub, Commander of the Sultan's Special Force. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq left the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan after a two-day state visit during which he met with His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. The Jordanian monarch led the farewell ceremony for His Majesty the Sultan. His Majesty was also seen off at Marka Airport in Amman by His Royal Highness Al-Hussein bin Abdullah II, Crown Prince of Jordan, His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Al-Hussein, head of the mission of honor that accompanied His Majesty the Sultan, His Royal Highness Prince Hashim bin Al-Hussein, His Highness Prince Murad bin Rad, His Excellency Dr. Bashar Al-Khawasmi, Prime Minister of Jordan, His Excellency Yusuf Isawi, Chief of the Royal Court, His Excellency Amjad Quhaywi, Ambassador of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan to the Sultanate of Oman, and some senior Jordanian officials. Upon his departure, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sends a cable of thanks to His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. In the cable, His Majesty expressed his sincere appreciation to the Jordanian monarch for the warm welcome and hospitality. His Majesty lauded the opportunity offered by the meeting with the Jordanian king in reviewing bilateral relations and means of enhancing them in various fields that serves the interest of the Omani and Jordanian peoples. His Majesty the Sultan prayed to Allah the Almighty to protect the Jordanian king and to grant him good health, well-being, long life and success to achieve further aspirations of progress and prosperity for the Jordanian people under the king's wise leadership. His Majesty the Sultan was accompanied during the visit by a high-ranking official delegation that comprised His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham Al Said, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court, His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Said Al Aufi, Head of the Private Office, His Excellency Abdus Salam bin Mohammed Al Murshidi, Chairman of Oman Investments Authority, and His Excellency Sheikh Fahad bin Abdul Rahman Al Ujaili, Ambassador of Oman to Jordan. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan today held a meeting at His Majesty's residency in Nadwa Palace in the capital city of Amman in the presence of His Royal Highness Prince Al-Hussein bin Abdullah II, Crown Prince of Jordan. During the meeting, the two leaders exchanged cordial talks on the advanced relations between the two countries and means of promoting them to serve interests of their peoples. It was attended from the Omani side by His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham Al Said, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court, His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Said Al Aufi, Head of the Private Office, His Excellency Abdus Salam bin Mohammed Al Murshidi, Chairman of Oman Investments Authority, and His Excellency Sheikh Fahad bin Abdul Rahman Al Ujaili, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Meanwhile, it was attended from the Jordanian side by His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Al Hussein, Head of the Mission of Honor that accompanies His Majesty the Sultan, His Excellency Yusuf Isawi, Chief of the Royal Court, His Excellency Dr. Jafar Hassan, Director of the King's Office, and some senior Jordanian officials. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, accompanied by His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein, King of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, visited the Jordan Museum in the capital Amman this morning as part of a state visit by His Majesty the Sultan to the kingdom. Upon the arrival of the motorcade carrying their Majesties to the Jordan Museum, they were received by Her Highness Prince Sumaya bint al-Hussein, Vice Chairman of the museum's Board of Trustees. His Majesty the Sultan toured the corridors of the Jordan Museum, listening to a comprehensive explanation of the sections it contains that tells the story of 1.5 million years of human existence and the historical legacy on the land of Jordan from the Paleolithic age until the present time, through a display in the halls of the historical sequence. During his tour, His Majesty was briefed on the museum's archaeological collections, such as the Ain Ghazal statue, which is considered one of the oldest human statues in the world, and other valuable historical discoveries using interactive museum display methods. At the end of His Majesty the Sultan's visits to the museum, His Majesty kindly recorded a speech in the museum's VIP visitors register in which he expressed his pleasure for visiting the museum and the collections and antiquities it contains that narrate the ancient history of Jordan and the data, knowledge and educational programs that the museum provides aimed at preserving the heritage of the land of Jordan, thanking those in charge of the museum. His Majesty the Sultan accepted a memorial gift from those in charge of the Jordan Museum. During his visit to the Jordan Museum, His Majesty the Sultan was accompanied by His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Al Hussein, head of the mission of the owner, and members of the official delegation accompanying His Majesty. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan have expressed their pride over the status of deep-rooted historical relations binding the Sultanate of Oman and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. The two leaders also voiced their keenness to develop these relations and consolidate mechanisms of cooperation in various fields with the prime objective of achieving comprehensive integration. This was stated in a communique issued by the Sultanate of Oman and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan on the occasion of a state visit of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq to Jordan. The communique reads as follows. In consolidation of well-established fraternal relations binding the Sultanate of Oman and the Kingdom of Jordan, and in response to an invitation from King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, His Majesty the Sultan made a state visit to Jordan. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein held a session of bilateral discussion followed by an expanded meeting that included members of the two delegations. A spirit of amity prevailed during the sessions in a manner that reflects the deep-rooted historical and fraternal relations that bind the two brotherly countries. Various aspects of bilateral cooperation between the two countries were reviewed during the sessions, which also covered ways to enhance cooperation between the two countries and meet the aspirations of the two brotherly peoples. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq expressed his congratulations to King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein on the occasion of the kingdom's celebrations of the Silver Jubilee of King Abdullah's assuming his constitutional powers. The two monarchs expressed their pride over the level of deep-rooted historical relations between the two countries and their keenness to develop these relations and consolidate mechanisms of cooperation in various fields, with the prime objective of achieving the desired comprehensive integration. The monarchs commended the level of cooperation achieved by the two countries after the visit of King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein to the Sultanate of Oman in October 2022. They also praised the outcome of the 11th session of the Jordanian-Omani Joint Higher Committee was held in July 2023, headed by the foreign minister of the two countries, following mutual visits by officials in the two countries. The visits dealt with steps for expanding in the fields of investments, trade, industry, free and industrial zones, and the steps taken in several vital sectors, including pharmaceutical industries, mining, communications and information technology, real estate development, and other sectors. The two leaders underscored the significance of developing bilateral cooperation in various fields, notably in sectors related to Jordan's economic modernization vision and Oman Vision 2040. They also stressed the need to implement the agreement's memorandums of understanding and executive programs signed between the two countries and measures to realize these moves into practical steps that reflect positively on the interest of the two brotherly countries. They also underlined the importance of intensifying communication and exchanging visits between various stakeholders in the two countries to help explore new opportunities and expand their potentials. On the sidelines of the state visit of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, a memorandum of understanding was signed by Oman Investments Authority and Jordan Social Security Corporation, represented by the Social Security Investment Fund. The memorandum of understanding was aimed to explore joint investment opportunities and establish new projects in the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Within the context of ongoing coordination and consultation between the two countries, the two monarchs discussed ways to enhance joint Arab action aimed at addressing current issues and emerging challenges and serving Arab issues. The two monarchs reaffirmed that the Palestinian cause assumes a central status among all other issues. In this context, they stressed the necessity of reaching a just solution to the Palestinian cause that ends the occupation and fulfills all the legitimate rights of the brotherly Palestinian people. They welcomed the decisions made by Norway, Ireland, and Spain, recognizing the state of Palestine, describing this move as a significant step forward for peace leading to the two-state solutions and the establishment of an independent sovereign Palestinian state along the borders of 4th June 1967 with East Jerusalem as its capital and in accordance with the relevant international resolutions and the Arab Peace Initiative. They affirmed that this is the only way to achieve a just, comprehensive and lasting peace in the region. The two monarchs discussed developments in the ongoing aggressive war on the Gaza Strip. They stressed the need for the international community to assume its responsibilities to stop this war. They urged the Security Council to adopt resolutions to impose an immediate ceasefire, protect civilians, ensure the delivery of humanitarian aid to the stricken areas by all possible means, and prevent further escalation. The two leaders also laid emphasis on the need to continue providing the necessary support to the Palestinian Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees (UNRWA) to enable the international agency to carry out its indispensable role in accordance with its United Nations mandate. In the meantime, the two monarchs expressed their rejection of anything that might lead to the expansion of the war regionally. They warned against the grave consequences of a ground attack on the city of Rafah. The two monarchs also expressed their rejection of attempts to separate the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, including occupied East Jerusalem, noting that all these parts constitute an extension of the Palestinian state. They also rejected any attempts to displace Palestinians from their lands and warned against the persistent and dangerous escalatory measures undertaken by Israel in the West Bank and the occupied Jerusalem, as well as the escalation of settlers' terrorist attacks on Palestinians and humanitarian aid convoys. The two monarchs stressed the necessity of preserving the existing historical and legal status in the Islamic and Christian holy sites in Jerusalem. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq expressed his appreciation for the efforts of King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein in assuming custody for Islamic and Christian holy sites in Jerusalem and securing the preservation of their historical identity. He also commended the Jordanian Ministry of Awqaf and Islamic Affairs' role through its Jerusalem Endowments Council, tasks with being the authority entrusted with managing the affairs of the blessed Al-Aqsa Mosque. On this occasion of the state visit of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to Jordan, the two monarchs exchanged honorary orders. His Majesty the Sultan granted King Abdullah II with the Order of Al Said, which is the loftiest Omani medal. The conferment of the order reflects His Majesty the Sultan's pride over the depth of bilateral relations between Oman and Jordan and the strong ties of fraternal binding the peoples of the two countries. Meanwhile, His Majesty King Abdullah II presented His Majesty the Sultan with the Order of Al-Hussein bin Ali, the loftiest Jordanian medal. The award portrays pride over the deep-rooted historic relations binding the two countries. At the conclusion of the visit, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq expressed his sincere appreciation to King Abdullah II for the warm welcome and hospitality extended to His Majesty and his accompanying delegation in Jordan. You are with the Sultanate of Oman television. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sends a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Asias Afwerki of the State of Eritrea on his country's independence anniversary. His Majesty the Sultan sends a similar cabal to His Excellency President Dr. Tu Lam of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam on the occasion of his inauguration and taking the constitutional oath as the new President of the Republic. The Investments in Tourism Conference Opportunities and Challenges of the Sustainable Financing was held coinciding with the 50th meeting of the United Nations Tourism Regional Commission for the Middle East in Muscat. It focused on challenges and opportunities related to funding a sustainable tourism sector. The sessions during the conference also dealt with improving the financial management and planning to enhance capabilities of the tourism sector. The event was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Taimur bin Asad Al Said, Chairman of the Board of Governors of Central Bank of Oman. The Sultanate of Oman and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan today signed a memorandum of understanding in the field of investments in different sectors. The MOU signed as part of His Majesty the Sultan's state visits to Jordan was inked by Oman Investments Authority, OIA, and the Social Security Corporation, represented by the Social Security Investments Fund in Jordan. The MOU deals with enhancing joint investments opportunities between Oman and Jordan in different fields, including information and communications technology, ICT, food, agriculture, medicines, medical supplies, energy, mining, tourism, and logistics services, among other sectors. The MOU was signed by His Excellency Abdul Salam bin Muhammad Al Murshidi, Chairman of OIA, and His Excellency Director Izzuddin Kanakhir, Chief Executive Officer of the SSIF. His Excellency Abdul Salam bin Muhammad Al Murshidi, Chairman of Oman Investments Authority, said that the MOU was concluded with the framework of the Royal Directives of His Majesty the Sultan to consolidate ties among the two countries and expand economic spheres. He explained that the OIA recently dispatched a team to Jordan and identified joint investments opportunities. He pointed out that the MOU consolidates the relations between the OIA and the SSIF to develop fields of pharmaceuticals, food security, and mining. His Excellency added that there are discussions covering the field of real estate development and studying the possibility of establishing a direct shipping line between the Jordanian port of Aqaba and ports in the Sultanate of Oman. The Sultanate of Oman and the Federal Republic of Somalia signed a memorandum of understanding in Muscat today. The MOU is related to cooperation in the agriculture and fisheries sectors and related activities. It was signed by His Excellency Dr. Saud bin Hamoud Al-Habsi, Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources, and His Excellency Ahmed Hassan Adam, Minister of Fisheries and Blue Economy of the Federal Republic of Somalia. The 27th meeting of the Excellencies, the Arab Ministers of Information at the Gulf Cooperation Council countries was held in the Qatari capital, Doha. The meeting discussed the media awareness plan and agreed on a number of proposals and initiatives that were presented by the Sultanate of Oman that are related to preserving morals and social values as well as the Gulf identity, in addition to the digital children initiatives, among many others. Their Excellencies, the ministers, also got acquainted with the reports of the joint programs, production institutions, and the Gulf Radio and Television Report. The Omani delegation was headed by His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harrasi, Minister of Information. The National Defense College, the Academy of the Strategic and Defense Studies, concluded the parallel program Climate Change and Zero Neutrality. The program reviewed a number of topics such as the national strategy and the national program for zero carbon neutrality and the most important international practices and experiences in this regard. The second Gulf Takatuf exhibition kicked off this morning at Movenpeak Hotel Gala, Muscat, under the patronage of Her Highness Sayyida Aliya bint Thuwaini Al Said. The event features 148 Omani projects. More details in the following report. The second Gulf Takatuf exhibition held at the Movenpeak Hotel Gala, Muscat, was inaugurated by Her Highness Sayyida Aliya bint Thuwaini Al Said with the presence of senior government and private sector officials. Organized by Links, a company specializing in events and exhibitions, and supervised by Her Highness Sayyida Hujaija bint Jafar Al Said, the exhibition aims to support small and medium-sized enterprises (SMEs) by promoting their products, facilitating experience exchange and fostering business collaborations.
We are so honored that we are hosting Takatuf 2 for the second time with 148 participants from Oman and from the Gulf region. The new thing about Takatuf this time that we are offering a free workshop for all participants in marketing and business management. I wish everyone all the luck.
The event, featuring 148 Omani projects and participants from various Gulf countries, seeks to enhance local business awareness and create opportunities for SMEs.
My company, actually, we provide services for the salons and also products. We supply the salon spas, and we manufacture our own product with the Omani Rehan, the Omani basil. We produce our products in Oman, and also we have the 369 boutique where we can sell the dresses and the kids mukhawar.
Jake is on the Swahili Bites, is in Oman, all the way from US to come and showcase her delicacies. This is beautiful. It's a very beautiful opportunity for many women to come up here to showcase their capabilities in life. I'm so thankful.
The exhibition is strategically supported by the Authority of Small and Medium Enterprises Development, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Muscat Municipality. In an effort to exchange experiences in the areas of administrative work, development and human resources development, the Ministry of Labour signed a cooperation program with Oman Arab Bank. The program focuses on supporting investments in human capital capacity building and talent management, in addition to supporting innovative projects and creating scientific incubators that work to develop their relationship with the productive institutions. The program was signed by the Minister of by His Excellency Sayyid Salim bin Musallam Al Busaidi and the Secretary of the Ministry of Labour for Human Resources Development. With a strategic vision represented in enhancing service offerings and expanding its market reach, Infoline has launched its new brand identity. More details in the following report.
In line with its strategic vision of enhancing service offerings and expanding its market reach, Infoline has launched its brand new identity, representing 2 decades of continuous innovation and dedication to excellence in the field of digital business and customer experience.
We believe that AI nowadays and all the analytics, all the technology tools is not anymore a commodity, it's a must. Looking at the CX, or what they call it, customer experience, we put in the heart of the technology inside this, the whole ecosystem of the customer experience, where we would like to cultivate and yield the customer satisfaction.
The new brand identity reflects Infoline's spirit of innovation and its ambition to become the leading company in empowering regional institutions with a more integrated and efficient ecosystem for partners.
This is a great milestone for us. We are celebrating 20 years of the inception of Infoline. Today it's a milestone that we're proud of. We are not just unveiling a new brand, it's a new culture and it's new technologies we're bringing to Oman. AI-driven technologies and AI-enabled solutions that we're bringing to Oman, especially to become more customer-centric. And these solutions are not just for Infoline. We're bringing it for Oman, for the country, for the government sector, for the public sector, to enhance the customer experience in the country.
Infoline is also enhancing its new identity and improving efficiency through digital technology, making each transaction smarter and more effective. Additionally, the company aims to lead the next generation of AI-based communication platforms that redefine how companies interact with their customers. Seated at the forefront of technological innovation, Infoline unveils its brand new identity and also celebrates 20 years of existence here in the Sultanate of Oman with brilliant customer experience and even beyond. For Oman TV, Ahmed bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Muscat.
Coinciding with the Sultanate's new governorate tourism initiative, the Students' Exhibition on Global Tourism showcased diverse cultural and touristic landscapes, enhancing students' understanding of global tourism strategies and benefiting Oman's tourism sector. I was present at this event and I have this report. Coinciding with the Sultanate's new governorate tourism initiative and recognizing the vital role of tourism, the Sultanate educational institutions prepares its future leaders through events like the Students' Exhibition on Global Tourism held at GU Tech. This event, organized by students showcasing the cultural and touristic landscapes of various countries, providing a platform to explore diverse tourism strategies. It allowed students to engage with global tourism concepts, enhancing their understanding of international travel and hospitality, ultimately benefiting the Sultanate's tourism sector.
This exhibition today to showcase our abilities in learning about countries and their different tourism sectors. Today, I'm representing Kenya, and throughout Kenya, we've learned so much about how to utilize their landscapes and their cultures as part of the tourism strategy. And each and every single one of the countries here that were represented also did the same thing, but with their own different twists. And we aim to unify all of these strategies together, to implement them here and showcase our beautiful culture and landscapes and people, so that people from all over the world can come and visit our beautiful country.
Our exhibition is basically talking about global tourism, and our booth is representing Japan, and we have learned so much from Japan's tourism, as they have sustainability and also a wide variety of options for people from everywhere. And also Oman 2040 vision focuses on tourism as well, and so these courses help us boost tourism in the future here in our country.
The university faculty played a crucial role in supporting the event, aligning it with Oman's Vision 2040. Emphasis was placed on effective marketing, sustainable practices and cultural preservation, offering students valuable insights for their future careers.
In this course, we have learned about so many destinations and how do they manage tourism in their country. As all of you know, Iran is famous for its cultural tourism, so we try to show this in our amazing booth.
We've learned about Iran's cultural diversity, which includes Kurdistan, Baluchistan, and Turkish, and many more. And we also learned about Iran's tourism bodies and its marketing campaign and its positioning strategy and tourism bodies.
And I'm representing Qatar's booth at our university's tourism exhibition. As we can see, our booth represents the special architecture of Qatar, the rich culture and natural beauty. The main idea of this course is to identify and assess the best practices used in certain destinations and how we can implement those practices in Oman to enhance the tourism sector.
In our exhibition, we're showcasing Mexico, as you can see. We've learned a lot about the culture, the tourism, and much more, which we can further apply to Oman and develop tourism further here.
The exhibition also fostered the students' collaboration, helping them develop essential skills like project management, communication, and problem solving. This hands-on experience broadened their horizons and prepared them to contribute to the tourism industry with innovative perspectives. Congratulations to those students. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq returns home after a 2-day state visit to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King of Jordan during their meeting at Nadwa Palace exchange cordial talks on good relations between the two countries. His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King of Jordan expressed in a joint statement their pride on the historical relations between the two countries and stressed the necessity of reaching a just solution towards the Palestinian issue and stopping the war on Gaza. The Investments in Tourism Conference discusses in Muscat the challenges and opportunities related to funding a sustainable tourism sector. And the Sultanate of Oman signs 2 memorandums of understanding with Jordan and Somalia in investments fields, agriculture and fisheries. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman Television. Thank you for joining us and good night.